So I guess when you spawn in, what is the first thing that you think of when you see this start?
Um, I immediately thought tribe because that's a fuck ton of food with the lakes and the
Absolutely.
oasis.
Sure. What's
I
the
also
main
got
thing?
Bandits.
really horny. I also got really horny about the Lake Pantheon because I really like it.
You really like Lake Pan?
Yeah, because I had an
Look,
oasis too.
look. Whatever floats your boat. I, I, I don't think, there's anything wrong with that. I think Lake Panth can be good. Don't get me wrong. I think in very high, um, in very high, uh, you know, hammer games like this clearly is. I think it can
Mhm.
be very strong. Um, but it's not always strong, right? And just because you have a lot of lakes doesn't mean you should always do it. I'm not saying you would.
Yeah.
I'm just yeah. Um, okay. I think this lake pants. So next thing, when you're what are I guess what are some of the things you're gonna have you have to think about when you while you're settling. So like first of all, if you're playing
Yeah.
trad, what are some like the important things that you look for when you're playing? And if I'm not making sense,
Double,
just like let me know.
double luxes, like
Sure.
unique luxes, because happy.
Absolutely.
Uh, food,
Food is good.
food is good. Um, and like I don't want them in Narnia. Like I want them like somewhat close.
Sure. Yeah. Um, what else?
Um, I think that's the end of my checklist.
I mean, that's fair. I like when I decide where I settle my first city. Usually, it's determined by how fast I can get there, right? And,
Mhm.
and one of the things I noticed instantly, the first thing I actually noticed was um, this land is ass for moving to the right. Right,
Yeah.
one, two. You have to move at least on two hills to even get to some flatland, but we don't even know if we're going there. If we want to go down, it's at least two. My first settle probably is gonna be right here. I don't know what the fucking land looks like. I have no idea, but
That is where my first one is.
probably is gonna be here. Why? Because I see this copper here. It's tundra, so I'm never gonna grow to it in my cap, and this allows me to get the lapis and the tundra, and I also see this thing. It's also got a first ring trop. I don't know what this land looks like at all, but I do know that
Mhm.
that's probably my first settle. So we'll
Yep.
keep going. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting because we can't get all thing if we settle there, but that's fine. I should have switched this. My bad. I mean, the next thing I'm thinking is like maybe I go on warrior here to get all these luxes.
A 4 Lux city. That's crazy.
Um, but I lose the chop, and I lose this first ring wheat. Just something
Yeah.
to think about.
That the tile underneath the worker is a horse, like
Uh,
above.
just
Yeah.
just just let me play the fucking game.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was just like,
75 big ones, poppy. I want to buy iron. This guy can go meet Kizzle probably. That's iron. That's iron. Okay, let's see. It looks insane. So we can definitely go 5 here. definitely want 2 workers, so maybe I do this. Archer, that's really good. Okay, another CS. So we already know what our land kind of has to look like how our city structures have to be.
Yeah.
Right? We know that we have to settle something down here, and then we know we have to settle something to the right, and then we know we have to settle something back here. This is 100% tradition. And I think that's what your game looked like. I mean, this is pretty intuitive. So it's probably just like here, which is, I'm sure, where you settled.
Yep.
I want to steal from that guy. Alright, well, one more worker.
Is the decision to like double work it just because there's a fuck ton of shit to do?
Well, it's because it conveniently works out with my chops. Oh, nice. So I have to bring this scout back. If it was this rune here?
I didn't get that.
You didn't get it? Okay, that's fine. We can
No.
skip it.
That was Nubia, because Nubia's like right over there.
Yeah, that's fine. It's because there's a lot of chops, and because it works out when I'm headed to 5. So see, like, I'm growing to 5 at the same turn. I'm gonna steal this and pillage.
Just so many lakes.
So this worker's gonna come here, so this can chop, buy this. Settlers. I want to see where horsies are. I need to bring this back to repeat steal. Honestly, I already want to buy a worker, but this looks interesting. One. Alright, so yeah, we'll go there. We'll save the horse. That was a mistake. This should have gone here. Whatever. It's fine. And I'm just teching for Philo right here. I don't need any of these Luxes. And this is like what makes the Civ so crazy is like, if it works out that all you need is 1 tech, you can do it. And it's 100% justifiable to just gun it right for there.
And that is what I did.
Okay, so then why did you not have Oracle? Why did you not contest Oracle? Because that's literally the only reason in most circumstances that you'd want to head towards philosophy. But as Babylon, it gives you a reason to go there, you know? And yeah, I'm just gonna buy a worker here. This works out perfectly here. This is for so I can chop there. Chile and Shishon stuff to trade with. So obviously Lux deals are going to be a problem with this. So what was your next city?
To the left of the Bison, south.
All right, perfect. That's where I would want to settle mine too.
I don't know if you want me to think about this, but I would have definitely considered settling the 2 coastals here instead of
Like on iron?
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think I would have. I think this is exactly what I would have done. Because
I mean,
The only difference in what I did is I settled on the holes.
I because it's trad, I kind of want
Yeah.
the cities, or like the efficient luxes, and like this is perfect, right? Because I'm chopping this and it's clearing it, so I actually get here. I guess I get there at the same time, but the idea is kind of what's important. I think for this probably would want trapping first. Maybe not. This
I
is
went
weird.
trapping in the
Yeah, I think we do go trapping. Georgia. Yeah, no one's got Luxes. Nubia. Looks like they have Lux. Oh, they just trade with themselves. Oh, I gotcha. Fuck you. We'll do a chop, and then their next one will go no chop. Did you settle here?
No, I settled on the hill in between those two mountains. Because Nubia
Where?
settled on Nubia settled on the truffles to
Here?
right, yeah. Nubia settled right there. So I settled above the wheat in between the mountains.
Gotcha. Dude, this is annoying. I need a deal. Otherwise I can't two-turn this guy. Yeah, if I wasn't unhappy, I'd be able to two-turn that. So you settled here?
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have done like here. Maybe. Okay, we can go there for sake of argument. Perfect. Alright, I want a library. I want a Stonehenge here.
You not build a shrine?
No, fuck shrines. The whole reason we even like are trying to have like a faster opener is because we want to skip a shrine.
Okay. I went scout wig a shrine.
That's terrible. I don't mean to be dramatic either. Like that's actually like,
Oh, no.
that's really bad for.
Should have gone scout shrine here. You'd say is really really bad.
Yeah, like actually.
No, I went scout worker shrine. I chopped the shrine.
I mean, that's definitely less
Which
bad.
still applies in. Yeah.
But it's definitely less bad, but it's still. I can't think of a reason why you'd want to go shrine here when the only pantheon is Lake Panth, and that's never contested. And think about it. What lake tiles am I even working right now?
Yeah.
None. I'm exclusively working better tiles. I mean, this, I guess, could be a lake. But it actually, yeah, okay. I'd be working a single lake tile. And I'd probably have my thing around now. Can I please get a deal? And why is my escape key broken?
I'm
I mean, the reason to go shrine is you don't trust your ability to get henge on the start.
But
Which is
why?
reasonable.
Okay. Follow-up question then. Why wouldn't you think you get henge? Like, this start is so fast.
Yeah. I mean, there's a newbie in the game.
Okay, that's fair. That is definitely fair. I'm gonna go unhappy here.
I think someone else got henge. I can't remember who it was. Oh, I just,
Georgia built it.
yeah.
You will never lose.
6 City, Liberty, Georgia,
You
with Messenger.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was-
I have a feeling you're gonna beat that person to henge if you go for it. As a fucking tradition player. This happiness is killing me right now.
I think I same turned Pat on it.
Yes, I believe you did.
He was 3 City Piety.
Oh no, he got same turned on GL, not on.
No, he got same turned on Henge too, I think. Oh no, was it GL he was going for?
I think it
Was,
was,
did Henge and GL go on the same
it
turn?
was GL Oracle was the.
No, remember.
Can you not load multiplayer saves with IG? Or sorry,
No.
multiplayer saves.
You can't.
That is
Multiplayer
tragic.
games, you mean? Yeah, no, you can't. It's
Yeah.
really fucking annoying. It would help so much. And I have a request to Eat that he will never answer. About having it so that you can have a setting where they just instantly accept all deals. Because like
Yeah.
because it's really, really actually meaningful for when you're trying to practice. But, so you're going to get Stonehenge here on 36. Okay.
Mhm.
And that's
Something
without
else,
growing. It's without growing for the last like 10 turns.
Something else that I've noticed that I do is like in a COD, for example. If you can click on a COD, like me, I would be working the cattle and the wheat because it's the most.
I'm zero happy.
valid. I mean, like if I wasn't like.
Yeah, I'd probably be growing
Okay.
like harder. Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay. I thought that was like you just like wanted. The
No,
regular
I mean, I tend to. Dude, I can't trade with any of these people because they're all trading with themselves, and then. So fucking annoying. I guess we'll just build this.
Do you ever take a loss to be able to play the game?
I'm going to. I mean, I kind of just wanted to play until Oracle anyway. Obviously, we would take Lake Panther. I think Lake Panther is fine. I don't think it's like as good as you make it out to me, but I think it's fine.
I mean, in the situation where you can't get happiness at all, like you can't get boxes, you would actually take love.
Sure. Yes. In that exact situation. Now we can grow this city. It's free. Right here. And then I'm just gonna start roads now, probably. To help with gold. Actually, I can't. Okay. because my fucking pop shit because I just didn't grow for the last 2 years. What time? What turn did we watch Oracle go? I don't remember.
I want to say 54.
There's no way it was that late.
It wasn't early. I don't think.
When I got
Remember
on.
Berserk?
Okay.
Yeah, when did you get?
Yeah.
When did you get?
52.
No, it was earlier than that.
I think it was like 40.
It was definitely like 40s.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm kind of just doing fucking whatever until I get roads, which is now.
I was tempted to go 2 coastals though.
You tempted to go 2 coastal, you said?
Yeah. I didn't, but I was tempted. The Akkad and the city south.
All right, so if we have, I think this is still a 46 Oracle, but if we had this policy, because we weren't unhappy the whole time, I think it's 44, if I had to guess. Okay, what do you think that sounds right?
Yep.
And if you could actually trade with people, you'd have like.
Well,
10.
no, that I mean, I wouldn't have to take Goddess
Yeah.
of Love, and then I wouldn't have to.
Yeah. And you
But
would have the
but
extra
my
filter
point
for-
is, you're gonna get 45 Oracle, and most importantly, you're also like competitively teching forward.
I mean, if you aren't unhappy all the time, you also don't build the circus and you start building Oracle free turns faster because your pop's better.
Yeah, so I mean, sure. So maybe it's faster than that. Maybe it's 40. Maybe it's 43, 42. Whatever. It's irrelevant. The point is, however you, I think your settling is fine. Like, if we settle the same, I'm confident that it's fine. It's just like, I think you go wrong in this like early sim area. Like for instance, like I watched you just work a bunch of lakes and shit when you're unhappy instead of working a hammer tile, and then, you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
The reason I'm working hammers here is because I need to work hammers, or else I'm gonna go unhappy. And that's detrimental to it.
You know, I was definitely unhappy for a while.
Yeah, and that's obviously not good.
Yeah.
My take on this is like when you're unhappy, you're not playing the game, basically. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean
It's so
that's a good way to put it.
like
You don't even need that many workers on this start because you have so many lakes. And lakes obviously can't be improved. It's like our tiles are almost completely done. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I guess we have 8, so I guess that makes sense. But either way, like demos are fine, I guess. I mean, this city's a piece of shit because it never got to grow. But does this make sense? Like I feel like
Yeah.
And then this contests all thing now, or I mean, frankly, you still have to go straight to civil. But like you're at 30 fucking
No.
science, and like you can just go right into library after this. I don't know. Like this land looks really, really good. So I don't. Like you never should lose Stonehenge with a start like this. Like in my opinion, unless the guy is like fucking Frostia or something, and he's like going 3 city bullshit ear play, right? Like that's not real. Like you can't play around that because that's not something a rational human being would do. But road's done by 45. Every single tile on the empire is improved. Yeah, and this is strong land. I mean, you definitely lack food, which is fine because with Lake Panth and stuff, you could honestly skip Oracle if you really wanted to. But if anything, this kind of just allows you to open up like aesthetics or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. I mean, I ended up finishing Trad 52, which isn't terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad for sure. Especially no Oracle. That's like kind of like where you want to be. But yeah, I mean, this could have been like one of a really powerful start. You have what questions do you have?
I mean, it's not so much questions. It's
Do you want to
like
why don't we load up a couple of like your turns? Does that make sense?
Yeah, hold on, let me. So,
Like load up what your 46 looks like. Alright, let's see.
game's opening.
Yeah. This would be a pretty fast NC too. We'd start NC on like turn 55 or 54. And actually, we'd want to go stables first here for this city. And this city. I don't really like this city at all. Like, I'd rather put it on this bottom one because at least I have a river system and I can grow. When you like, this city is going to be a really low pop. I mean, your cap's going to be huge.
A cod was cried.
I mean, cod would be better on the coast, like Kuba was saying, but
yeah,
I wouldn't want to. I mean, you could settle this.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking on that hill and make a cod coast and have those cod go each other. I was in between that and what you did.
Yeah, I mean, I think either one is fair. All right. Yeah, let's see. Just you have to press X, kick the slot, and then switch. All right, this is your 46?
Yep.
All right. So, what is the first thing I'm going to say?
Why are we unhappy?
I mean, definitely, yeah. How many workers
Why
are
is
we
this
on?
granary still not built?
There's 2 granaries not built.
Yeah.
Actually, the important thing about that bottom city is quite literally none of the tiles are improved. There is not a single tile improved down there.
Yeah. This barbarian camp over here was like, it sent like 3 archers.
Okay, so you make a unit.
Yeah, I mean, I did eventually. It's gone now, but like, it didn't get there.
You have a spearman. How are archers a problem?
Because there were 3 of them.
You have a spearman.
Yes.
Spearman's really good against archers.
Okay, so let's compare. So I remember, I'm not trying to put salt in the wound here, but I don't have any trades with anyone.
Yep.
Okay. I'm 2 turns ahead, but I don't think I've grown since then. My pops are, Akkad is 5, Babylon is 8, so we're the same there. or my COD's higher. My Nippur is 4, yours is 2, and then my bottom city is 5, and yours is 4. So my pops in every single city are higher.
Yep.
How many workers are you on?
5.
Okay, I'm on 9. Okay. And how many tiles are... I don't want to... Okay. You get my point. You get my point. Like,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
like, every single
Yeah.
tile in all of my land, pretty much, is either being worked or already done.
Yeah.
Every single tile. Like, of course my game's going to be better. Like, I think you're like, open like the bottom city. Let's see what abomination of fucking tiles you are choosing to work in this bottom city. Okay, you're unhappy right now. You're unhappy and you're working 2 lakes.
But the culture and the
Dude, okay.
no.
The other thing is, I think you settled Nippur second, right?
No, this was the last one.
How? What? So why didn't you
I
send?
went Babylon, Akkad, Dur.
Did Akkad not
Dur.
build a worker? Did Dur not build a worker?
Dur did not build a worker.
Motherfucker, dude, there is a single granary tile in that whole city. What are you building a granary for?
It's a great question.
I see this a lot. So I'm not targeting you. Don't think I'm targeting you.
Oh no.
The
like,
priority
no.
the priority has to be improving your Luxus. It's always number 1. Okay? Because if you're unhappy, like Koopa said, if you're unhappy, you're not playing the game. Okay? Like it's just that's a perfect way to put it. You can't play the game unhappy. You have to be happy. That's like requirement number 1. So always be happy when you're playing. The second thing, you don't have enough workers. And I say this every time, literally regardless of who I'm watching pretty much. I feel like a lot of you guys just kind of don't realize like you need a shitload of workers to play this fucking game. Even on a land like this where you have lakes and stuff, you need at least 7. Like maybe you don't need 9. Like I had 9. I probably have too many, but you definitely need more than 5. And in each city, when you're starting out, each city should be queuing up a granary after a worker. Every single city, except your last one. Your last one doesn't have to, but yeah, it needs to. Also, this is a Babylon specific thing. Don't kill camps. Camps give gold later in the game. Kill pastures before you kill camps. So that's why I put mine instantly on a horse tile instead of you put it on a deer. Don't put that shit on deer. Deer is like very important. Oh, the other thing is turn 48. I have all my city connections done. They're all roaded.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's just a product of having workers, right? I don't want to like beat a dead horse here, but like when you're playing, the most important thing is staying happy. After that, it's having and the byproduct of having enough workers is you always stay happy. Right? Like don't get distracted with these fucking Lake Panth bullshit. Like I don't even think Lake Panth is like all I mean it's obviously good here, but God of the Open Skies looks pretty fucking good too. Like I see 3 pastures in that bottom city, 3 pastures in Nippur, at least 3 pastures in Akkad, and then 1 in Cap. So that's 10 culture working there, and those are tiles you want to be working on, like the lake tiles. Yeah. So you're trading, in this case, I guess you have 7 lakes. So you're trading 3 culture for 14 faith. So I guess that is a fair trade, but the thing is you don't necessarily always want to be working the lake tiles until you get Huey. So I don't disagree with any of your settles. I think I wouldn't have killed the horse, like I said. I mean, I think it's fine. Like you could argue it, but you didn't explore as much as I did. So you didn't see that other jade at the top, right? Because Akkad is a quadruple luck city if you settle on where I settled. So I mean that's a scouting thing. and that could have been a fluke or something. But I like kind of scouting the full area as much as I can because it kind of, and I got a map, so that's kind of cheating. The other thing is I don't necessarily agree with this Napora settle. I think settling down for this Coco, I mean, it opens you up a little more to Akkad. I mean to Nubia, which if that's your dilemma, then absolutely understand. But you're gonna get completely cucked on food in that city. Like you have 2 freshwater farms. That's not enough. I think this game had the potential to be ridiculously fast. Like Akkad for me was like ready to. It had just finished a watermill. It was gonna like 4-turn library. It could have went right into a stable. That shit would be at like 25 fucking hammers. Like after building a caravan like that, and then it would pop like Parthenon or whatever, right? Like you'd have a crazy good Chichen timing after Oracle, right? So all these things kind of compound. It all starts with having enough workers. That's like the most important thing. Once you have enough workers, you can kind of progress in the game. But you can't play this game right now on 5 workers. It's just not possible. I mean, you're seeing this. Like Dur is going to be. Dur should be probably one of your best cities. Like easily. Like the resource density, the ability to split lakes with your cap. It's double lux, or it's triple lux if you count that rubber. It's got triple stable. Like that city could be really good, but none of the tiles are improved, so it's going to be shit for the rest of the game. It will forever be behind on its build queues because it has 0 tiles improved. So
and it was.
Yeah. So all of this, I mean, you saw Akkad as the first city, which is perfect. Like that's very important because understanding like how fast you can get there and understanding how fast you can get online is super important. You obviously started with worker, you chopped the tile. It's great. I think that's great. But the next part is where you fucked up, and that's not building the appropriate amount of workers and not having the granary in the right spot. Or not like, you're working the wrong tiles. You're not staying happy because you don't have enough workers. I also think in this start specifically, I'm a huge advocate when I'm playing trad. I'm always pretty much going to be going for Stonehenge. I'm always going to be going for Oracle. It's kind of just like, it's a given. If you were playing against me and I'm tradition, I'm doing that. That being said, like you could have done other stuff here. Like you could possibly have competed for Petra. You definitely could have competed for hanging if you didn't want to go for it. Your cap was so strong in the beginning, and you had a really good repeat steal in Mesaru. So I don't know. To me, this could have been a phenomenally strong game.
Yeah, I mean, I think what makes it
let's skip ahead. Let's go to 75.
I think what makes it worse is that 3 of these workers are from Mesaru. I only built 2.
Yeah, so this is another reason why I like going 2 workers in cap in the beginning of the game. Because and I mean, maybe people in the Discord that are listening right now can share their opinion. If you watch me play, I don't know who else is in here. If you watch me play, I'm pretty much always going 2 workers on almost every start, unless I'm trad and it works out that I just hit 4 pop after I finish my first worker. I'm going to go right into settler. But almost always, I'm going to get that second worker out because it makes the rest of your game feel great. Because delaying your settler by 3 turns, it's obviously a lot, and it is a big deal. I'm not going to say it's not. But for what you're sacrificing, you're gaining. Every single one of your luxes will be online by the time you settle. Period. Every single one of your luxes. Right? And that's huge. So Dur's 11 pop, Napur's 7. This Napur does not surprise me in the slightest. This is exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
Akkad, I will say, is a little light. Where are your caravans going?
Geneva was a CS quest because it made the King Day.
Okay, then that makes
And
sense.
then
And then you have one that you can send right now. So you're sending one to Napor, and it's still how much base food is that? Fucking 8. Holy shit. I mean, first of all, you're missing a bunch of these farms, which is a worker problem. But I would be buying that farm and improving that Napor farm. Like that's just you're missing like at minimum 4 food in that city. Dirge is only 11 pop. Like again, that I mentioned this earlier, but like that should really be like one of your best cities. Akkad looks strong. Well, what wonders do you have right now? Huey.
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like depending on how strong your game is, like Dur could build Huey and Babylon could go Chechen. Like that's kind of like your position. And Dur doing Huey obviously opens up time in your cap. But it also just makes that city a guild slave later on, and that's kind of like a good position for it, in my opinion. If you put Huey in cap, you're kind of forcing your cap to do everything for the rest of the game. But again, Dur is never in a position to actually build Huey. Who got Chechen? Was it Nubia?
No, it was.
What's he playing? Tradition, Aesthetics, 3 City. What the fuck? Wait, you got sent to the coast, Jag? That sucks.
Yeah. I know.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I don't know how he gets Colossus, Great Library, Oracle, and Lighthouse. Is there no other coastal? I guess there's 2.
I don't know. I didn't build units.
Whatever. I mean, like, look, the elephant in the room here is that your pop's ridiculously low.
Yeah.
So, and it's not surprising that this ended up in you dying. I think this start you had perfect settle spots, in my opinion. Like I think you, like Kuba said, you could argue going on the coast is great, and I think that there's definitely an argument to be made for that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like this is just like this looks right to me. Maybe Napur's
Well,
wrong,
because
but-
dirt right here, it picks up the
rubber.
rubber, the fizz, and the citrus.
Yeah, but it has a substantially worse first ring, and
Yeah.
The point is, you could play it.
You could play it either way. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's wrong. But anyway, what was your religion? You got Salat. Okay. Relcom. You can't go Relcom here. If anything, like you have a lot of faith, this should have been like pagodas. Salat is obviously, you're never wrong with Salat. Like obviously that's true. Relcom scales with your pop. And your pop's low as fuck.
Yeah.
And when it's low as fuck, that means your base hammers in general are gonna be low. So Relcom is probably giving you, like in the poor, like how many hammers is Relcom giving you?
2.3.
2.3. Yeah, that's
shit.
Yeah, it's not good. Like a pagoda would go longer, in my opinion, go much further. I don't know. I think Devoted is fine because I think you have a horse in every city. So I mean Devout, sorry. But in my game, if I played this out, I probably would have had a lot of wonders. Probably would have ended up taking Divine. Just because it's so good on Tall Tradition. Or if Divine's gone or something, I think Devout. I don't think Devout's
I was
bad.
the first one to religion. I got religion on 45.
Okay, yeah, that's because you gutted your fucking sim to work these shit lake tiles.
Yep.
No, I mean, look, like I don't like Relcom pretty much ever inland unless I'm like some type of piety build with food demos. It's really good on coast, but it's pretty bad inland, in my opinion. Like there's much better options for inland players. I think you could have definitely considered like followers of the refined crafts here, because each city should have one copper tile. Well, it looks like Dur doesn't, but Akkad definitely does. Depending on, I guess Nippur wouldn't either. I don't know, Kuba. What do you think? What religion would you take here?
I mean, I don't mind Drill Calm. Divine's an option always.
I feel like this for me would be like pagodas first, especially if I'm Lake Panth. Just secure pagodas, and then after that I take what's left. Like Devoted is good. Divine's fine if you have a lot of wonders.
Great time.
I don't know.
I mean,
but
worship is an option too.
Yeah, Guru would be great because you need the food.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, if you want, when did you get attacked? It was like 90 something.
I think 102. My shit was surrounded.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it looks like Nubia's having a fine game. If I'm Nubia though, I am not, absolutely not willing to settle that across the river. That truffles, you're just asking to get charioted or something. Probably would have settled that behind the river or like on the wheat tile, north of Cap.
Oh yeah, that desert wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's close. I just think like on truffles is like something to me, something about like exposing a city like that is just very sus. Or it always is like, it feels bad.
It's kind of hard to attack that, but I mean, it's a tradition city that's on a Lux. I don't see a reason for it to be on a Lux.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. Even like on hill behind river, like one behind, is good.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one. I was just trying to get some of these like production tiles up north because it was so flat.
Yeah, that's why I like on wheat, because that gets you gold and it gets you all those hills. I'm a sucker for, I don't know why, but I always will settle on wheat, on desert wheat. I think it's like it's a dog shit tile, and to me it kind of makes it better. But
like no freshwater desert wheat.
Like this desert wheat right now, right?
In general.
The desert wheat right now, either one. The desert wheat right now. That's fresh water. It's next to an oasis. But even so, that's like a 4 food tile. That's essentially just a grassland tile, but it has a resource on it. My point is, even with that, there's no way I'd care enough. Does that make sense? Like I don't care enough about the tile to sacrifice settling a good city. Like this city's
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, that wheat is, yeah.
And that gets you when your luxes and stuff. So I do think there is like some merit. But anyway.
Yeah, it didn't really even end up being that worth it for tempo because I just had the tech, but I didn't have fucking trapping tech anyway. So.
Yeah, then there's no reason to do that. I definitely settle on wheat here. I think Napata looks like it's also on Lux, but that city looks pretty fucking good.
It's on spices.
I mean, the city looks good, but I do think like on horse probably is better. Like one tile north on horse. But
yeah,
sure, horse is better. Like on horse is so good.
Yeah.
Right, time to grind single play.
Oh, I'm always so unsure which of these is the right one to pick.
Anyway, I hope that was helpful.